Hello and welcome. This is We Make Art, and I'm your host, artist and mentor, Sarah Rockwood. Today, we're talking about stillness, but not the version you were taught, not the sharp, corrective version, the one that came with a finger pressed to the lips, not the one that meant sit still, be quiet, don't make a fuss, don't be dramatic, don't take up space, don't have an opinion, don't think for yourself. Most of us were told to be still long before we understood what the word could actually mean. And every time we were told to be still, it wasn't an invitation into power, it was an instruction to shrink, to comply, to be good, to be helpful, to be exactly what other people needed us to be. Stillness became synonymous with silence, and silence became synonymous with approval, and approval became synonymous with disappearing. So of course we resist stillness now. Of course it feels heavy or restrictive or even triggering, because the version of stillness we were handed was not sacred. It was suppression. But here's the truth. Stillness is not compliance. Stillness is not submission. It's not shrinking. Stillness is a gateway to your power. Real stillness, the kind I'm talking about, is a sacred pause. It's the moment when you stop reacting. It's the moment when you stop performing. It's the moment when you stop scanning the room to see who needs you to be different, and instead you return to yourself. You are the compass by which you navigate your life. Stillness is the space where your nervous system regulates enough for you to hear yourself. And if you've lived a life of being useful, accommodating, emotionally attuned to everyone else, that can feel unfamiliar, even unsafe. Because when you get quiet, truly quiet, you begin to notice what's been waiting underneath the noise. Your grief, your anger, your desire, your longing, your art. Stillness is not empty. It is full. It is dense with information. It is the sacred place where your power lives. But we are trained to fear it. Because a woman who can sit in stillness and hear herself clearly is very difficult to control. A woman who can sit in stillness and trust what rises is not easily manipulated. A woman who does not need constant noise, validation, distraction, or performance is sovereign. And sovereignty threatens systems that depend on your compliance, be that home or country. So instead, we learn to stay busy, to scroll, to overwork, to overgive, to stay in motion, because motion feels productive, motion feels safe. But motion without stillness is disconnection, and disconnection is exhausting. Here's what stillness has come to mean for me. It's not sitting perfectly upright with no thoughts in my head. It's not forced meditation. It's not discipline for discipline's sake. Stillness is the moment I let my breath deepen. The moment I feel my body instead of my to-do list. The moment I close my eyes and ask, what is true right now? And then I wait, not for someone else's answer, for mine. Stillness is where I hear the next line of a song. It's where I feel when something is off in a collaboration. It's where I know when it's time to leave. It's where I remember who I am. And I want to say something gently but clearly. If stillness feels hard for you, that doesn't mean you're bad at it. It means you were likely taught to associate quiet with disappearing. But sacred stillness is the opposite of disappearing. It is reclamation. It is choosing to pause long enough to reconnect with your body, to your intuition, to your creative pulse. Stillness is not about being smaller. It's about being anchored. And there is a difference. When you are anchored, you don't have to shout to be powerful. You don't have to rush to prove your worth. You don't have to fill every silence. You can let your presence speak. And as artists, as creators, this is everything. If you want to hear your voice again, if you want to create from wholeness instead of reaction, if you want to reconnect to the part of you that existed before you were told to be quiet, then stillness is not your enemy. It is your doorway. And if this conversation is stirring something in you, if you feel that quiet pull toward returning to yourself, then I invite you into the Art of Return. It's a free, intimate audio series designed to help you gently come back to your body, your voice, and your creative center. No pressure, no performance, just a guided space to reconnect with the stillness that sets you free. You'll find the link in the show notes. And wherever you are today, I want to leave you with this. Stillness is not the place where your power goes to die. It is the place where it gathers, where it remembers itself, and you are allowed to enter it on your own terms. Thank you for listening. Talk soon. Bye.